Hey everyone, it's Jamie and welcome back to my channel. Today we have big news to talk about. I didn't think I was going to talk about university or any kind of like leaks that were going on with it until anything was like officially confirmed. As well as I didn't really want to talk about it because it's October and I wanted to really dedicate my channel to Halloween content. But I'm gonna make an exception, and I'm holding this and you're probably thinking, Jamie and EA Games? No, this was kind of me being deceitful. I just wanted it because I'm going to talk about my own college experience. If you don't know, I went to Mass Art, also known as the Massachusetts College of Art in Design. I graduated in 2018, so it's been a year, almost two. But I wanted to take this time to talk about what's going on with the leak, as well as some things that have been confirmed, as well as just kind of like my own college experience and what I'm thinking about what's going on with some of the potential leaks and info. So far the only thing that has been officially stated is that we are getting this pack. We don't know too much about it yet. Yeah, all we really know so far is that it's coming, and that's because all of the EA game changers, I think all of them, maybe just most of them. So far, the only people I've seen who've posted on YouTube about it are Umbella, Little Simsy, and James Turner. And they kind of posted their little like acceptance letters, and they're kind of like very Hogwarts style, and it's like a letter. Well, I say Hogwarts style. They're pretty much like any college acceptance letter, or at least in the U.S. I don't know how it works in other countries, but in the U.S., you get a letter and it say you've either been accepted or declined. And the way it was worded was very similar to how at least mine was worded when I was accepted at to the schools I applied to. If you were an EA game changer, you were assigned to one of two schools. There was Britechester and Foxbury. And from what it seems like, Foxbury is a little bit more of a modern one, while Britechester is a little bit more of an older, kind of traditional one, I guess you could say. And by this, I'm really just talking maybe about like architectural style. I don't really know what the education will be like or how the school will be um, structured. For example, my school is a pretty I don't say it's not a super old school in the United States, but it's been around for a while. It's also gone through a few iterations. It was like the Boston Normal School. And what that meant is it's where you went if you wanted to be a teacher. Um, and then it was like eventually became the Massachusetts College of Art. Fun fact about my school, it has the oldest fashion program in the United States. Not the most prestigious one, or not probably like up there in like the best, but it's the oldest. Correction, this is Jamie from the future. This fact is not technically incorrect, it's just not the full fact, if that makes sense. The oldest art program, I believe, actually is Columbus College of Art and Design. It's also one of the oldest private art schools in the country. Mass Art, however, is, I believe, the only publicly funded art school in the nation. I've been told that fact might not be correct, but Mass Art puts it on all their advertising, so I'm gonna say it's true. Mass Art, as a public institution, is the one with the oldest fashion program. There are other public, not just art, public institutions also have art programs. Mass Art, however, is the oldest publicly run um, fashion program. And also here I'm saying it's like not the best. It's actually a pretty great program. A Mass Art alum actually went on to win Project Runway one year. So just saying, if you're looking to go into fashion, or in the Boston area. No, I am probably gonna rag on my school a little bit here, but no, I actually loved going to Mass Art. It was it's actually the best experience of my life so far. I say that because I'm still pretty young. But I also do see that pretty confidently. I do not regret going there. I don't regret the degree I went for, as well as I really don't regret choosing Masterhead over the other schools I was accepted to. I wouldn't trade my experiences at Masterhead for the world. This isn't like Masterhead has a few problems, and sometimes Masterhead can be a little, as we're calling it these days, problematic. Um, but I loved going there. So let's jump in to this video. So we're on the Sims community website, which if you don't use the Sims community website, I don't know what to tell ya. So this came out. Let's see, they posted about this 2 days ago. I think it might be at least 3 days old though. Essentially, there's been some leaks going around on for the Sims 4 University, or as it's being called, Discover University. And Microsoft accidentally revealed a listing for the Sims 4 Discovery University earlier that day. Now it wasn't any old listing apparently, it was listing more information that we had previously seen. I'm like literally reading this right word for word. This is plagiarism. Me, not them. So this is the art for it, and I actually really like this. I know some people still hate this blue. I like this blue. But here we see some three Sims on the cover art, and you see their outfit a little bit more here. And we see some nice things. So like this hair, we have similar hairs to it, but I'm pretty sure this is a new hair. This is a new hair for sure. And then we also have a similar hair to this that came with Realm of Magic, but this looks by similar I mean like the shape of it, the way it was kind of going in this swooshing fashion and draping over the face a little bit. The texture was a little bit different, as well as it didn't have like these frosted tips. Is that what you call them? I know that's what you like if you're emo you called them, but like let's bury emo culture, and I say that as someone who still pretty much acts emo. As they say here, as it would appear, there's a listing geared towards the console game release, because this was released on the Xbox store, I believe. I'm really bad. I don't know gaming consoles at all. Yeah, it would appear that it's gaming console with a release date for December 17th. A leak we got last month said that we'd be getting for PC on the 17th or 15th of November, and that actually seems to check out. Generally, PCs get the update first, and then the consoles get them about a month later. Here they're saying the new world will be called Brightchester. That one I'm a little suspicious about. I don't know why the world would be called Brightchester if there's two universities. So settle into school. Welcome to Brightchester. Begin a new chapter for your sim when they enroll in the historical University of Brightchester or the modern Foxbury Institute. Live in a dorm off campus, explore Brightchester on a bike, spend time in the student commons, and have a study session in the library. Cheer on the student body at a school spirit event and wear your colors to show off your Sims pride. I think this is why they're thinking the world's going to be called Brightchester, which okay, I guess that's fine. Because if it's like University of Brightchester, then the Foxbury Institute. Okay. Okay, now I'm behind it more. Stay classy. Sims enroll in the university that piques their interest, finding classes in biology, computer science, art history, and even villainy. Attend a lecture or work on term papers and presentations. The more your sim learns, the better they become at careers like teaching, law, and engineering. Going to classes or blowing them off will affect your sim's grade, so time management is a must. So, to begin off, biology, computer science, art history, and even villainy. So those top three right there are really interesting ones. Like I don't know if these will be the only classes. If they are, I don't want to say I'm gonna be upset, but I'm definitely gonna be a little like gonna make us pay $40 for 3 classes. Okay, EA. However, I do think these are very three different classes, which I really do enjoy. Biology, computer science, and art history. And the way it says attend a lecture or work on term papers makes me feel like these classes will not just be rabbit holes. I do think they're three different interesting ones because, biology, computer science, and art history, and even villainy. We'll talk about, I don't really know what villainy would look like, so I'm not even going to try to talk about that. But biology, okay, that could definitely maybe, there's some samples, some like samples or science experiments going on. So that could be interesting, could be kind of like a laboratory setting. Computer science kind of feels like just sitting at a computer. And then art history, because I don't know this, I was a double major in college. I was a painting and art history major. I went to the painting studio and then afterwards I'd go and learn about dead painters. That one could be really interesting. That one, and also this is coming from me and seeing how the many different ways an art history class can be composed. It could be in a big lecture hall setting. It could be a little bit more in a smaller classroom where there's a little bit more hands-on. Took one science class in my entire time at Mass Art, which was fun. I did enjoy it. It was called Natural Disasters and Catastrophe. We learned about natural disasters and catastrophe. It was depressing. I hope those aren't the only classes. If they're not, they better be in depth and super interesting. And then it sounds like the majors, I don't want to call them majors, but it sounds like kind of your degree or what you're going to school for can go either into helping you establish a teaching career, law career, or engineering. Um, I'm kind of hoping the law one might be a little bit more open, whether it be you're a lawyer or if you're going into like um the politician career. Like I wonder if this could help at all with that. Teaching, I'm wondering if there's also kind of like elementary school or if you're into college level. And then with engineering, I wish that was like more open ended too, with like maybe going in like the science career or going into an engineering career. We're gonna have to see what comes out of that. I am excited about showing off your Sims Pride. I'm very excited that we're gonna be having like school merch. I have a bunch of Mass Art sweaters. I don't really wear them because I don't think they're the most flattering on me, but I do love them, and I have a few Mass Art sweatpants. So I love my Mass Art Pride. We didn't have any official school colors because we were an art school, and we were like, why would an art school have an official color? And I'm like, listen, we have Wentworth right next door, Mass Pharmacy on the other side, Emmanuel, Leslie, all these schools all around. Wheelock, well, Wheelock's not around anymore. I think they were encompassed by another school. Anyways, we went to school in Boston, which is a college city. I guess in some ways we stuck out by not, I mean, visually we stuck out. You could tell which kids went to Mass Art and which ones went to Wentworth or the pharmacy school. But still, but still, listen, I still salty about that. We did have a cool mascot though. We were the Mass Art Mastodons. To the meet, mingle, and explore. How your sim embraces college life is up to them. They can study all night to complete homework or chill out and sleep in. And with activities like juice pong, juggling a soccer ball, and hanging out with roommates, taking a break has never been so fun. Plus, your sim can join school organizations like robotics, debate, art, or even a mysterious secret society. As the school year progresses, Sims become their best selves and discover who they're meant to be. This one also, I love all of this. I went to university. There was definitely kids who stayed up all night, and sometimes not to complete homework, sometimes just to party or chill out. And you could definitely tell by the end of freshman year who was gonna succeed. He wasn't. I hope dropping out is part of something you can do. I do like the acting Juice Pong, who didn't play Juice Pong in college. Even I did. Juggling a soccer ball, never did that. Hanging out with roommates or taking a break has never been so fun. Yeah, love it, love it, love it. That was my favorite parts about college. Was as much as like I love learning. That's I mean, one of the main reasons I really went to college is I was like, why wouldn't I? I love learning. Looking at that debt later, I'm kind of like, you couldn't have gone to a cheaper school to learn. But I don't know. I love education. I love learning. I'm always hungry for more knowledge. So there was that part of me, but then there was also part of me that really liked hanging out and doing things. I also loved the school organizations like robotics, debate, art, and even a mysterious secret society. So at MassArt, we didn't have art club because it was an art school, but we had other things like I don't know if we had a debate club, but we did have so many clubs. You could pretty much just start a club whenever you wanted. Um, so I love that there's all these clubs, and I'm really hoping there's some kind of version of maybe the club system, groups of whatever you want to call it, from Get Together, maybe in this, where you can start like a school club. I mean, you can also just do that with the current group system, anyways. But there's something about me wanting it to be more school central, or maybe they could update it so that there is like a school requirement or something. Who knows? I just hope there's some kind of thing like that so you can make your own club. I love the idea of like there being like robotics and this like mysterious secret society. I'm also like that piques my interest. My first thought as I was thinking of the oh my god, what is it called? It's the one from Gilmore Girls. That like Rory goes to in that episode called "You Jump, I Jump, Jack." Weird that I remember the title of the episode, but I don't remember what that group was called. Anyways, this also is making me think that they didn't really mention sororities or fraternities, which at first I didn't notice. Because, like I said, Master didn't have sororities or fraternities. There may have been a fraternity somewhere, but I don't think it was like officially a part of Mass Art. And I think part of that also is we had very limited dorming. We were in the city, and I don't think city schools generally have fraternities or sororities because housing is so limited, especially in a city like Boston. So like, I think that's part of it. But I do know that there were like unofficial frat houses off campus for the Wentworth kids, and like by that I mean pretty much is a party house, and like you could like I don't know like try if you knew someone you could like try to move in, but like it wasn't affiliated with the school. Like it wasn't a school assisted housing or anything. So, so that's why in some ways I'm like it was really just more like a a dumpy house that people went to go drink beer at. And then secret societies, I was like, ooh, that kind of reminds me of at my school. We had a major called SIM. It stands for Studio for Interrelated Media. And pretty much that's like the major where you go if you want to do something very avant-garde. Like a lot of performance artists were in there. A lot of people who also just didn't, who I don't think followed curriculums very well went. Especially ones that maybe felt like current curriculums were a little outdated or very restrictive for what they wanted to do. As well as there's also like some really interdisciplinary work going, some really interesting interdisciplinary work, like people mixing light art with performance and music and visual, like painting or drawing. Very interesting. We had a saying at Mass Art team: the best and the worst of Mass Art comes out of the sim department. And the reason I was thinking of this is if you were in the sim major, allegedly, there was this big sim party that you were invited to. Um, and it was like only for sim majors. and allegedly, the professors went, and allegedly there were some like orgies going on. I don't know. I wasn't in the sim major, so I don't know this for sure. I had a roommate who was in the sim major, and she was not invited. So apparently it was even super exclusive to certain sim majors. It also just may have not existed, but I love the idea of that. So yeah, so secret societies making me think of fraternities I never had or wanted, Gilmore Girls, and sure orgies. So let's find out what The Sims is going to give it. Probably nothing as exciting as those. Express your campus style. Make your Sims space cozy with dorm room decor that reflects their personality with objects like posters, a mini fridge. Then develop their personal style any way you choose, whether wearing late for class sweatpants or their best self slacks. If there's any way to show school spirit or. Oh, there's always a way to show school spirit or impress a classmate. As well as I love the idea of the dorms. I'm hoping they're not like the Sims 3 dorms, which were you had too much control over. I'm hoping they're a little bit more like the apartments in City Living. Hey, this is Jamie re-recording my outro. My last outro was garbage, that's why I look a little different. Sorry about the inconsistencies. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I had a lot of fun just thinking about university, what I want from it, as well as thinking about my own university experience. And it's getting me really excited for what I want to do, my own Sims, and bringing them to university. So, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Let me know down below in the comments what you're most excited about, and let me know if there's anything you're not excited about from what we know so far, and also what we know. It's all alleged. Who knows? Like, the trailer, when it drops tomorrow, could be like, not it, fam. We could watch and go, what? No. Like, so who knows? This all could be true. This could all be fake. We'll find out tomorrow.